So, how's everybody doing today? Great. So, we're live on Periscope once again. I made a scope earlier and had no idea that my audio was not coming through. Half of the recording is audioless. So, you can't really hear anything that I was saying, and it was some pretty valuable information. So, recapping what we were talking about previously, the purpose of my scope was to bring awareness to something that's really prevalent in the dating world, and that is bad breath. So, I've been doing a few dating events, networking events with various hosts, and one of the things that I try to do at these events is offer mints or gum to anybody that comes by my booths. Not to say that everyone's breath smells, but it's just a good way to make sure that your bases are covered when you're socializing with people. So, the reason why I emphasize that is because that's a really good way to turn someone off from talking to you or listening to what you have to say. Primarily the latter, because when they're listening to you and your breath is not the freshest or it smells really bad, it's hard to pay attention now because all they're focusing on is the fact that your breath doesn't smell good. So, with that being said, I have been reviewing a product called Kiss Safe for my site, vforvag.com. I don't get paid for that. Well, I didn't get paid for this. But it was really caught my eye because it's an oral antiseptic. So it's not just a bunch of flavor there to block out the smell. It actually is helping to kill the bacteria that's causing the bad breath. And that really gets to the root issue. Now, granted, oral hygiene should be everybody's priority. You should be brushing your teeth when you wake up in the morning and brushing your teeth before you go to bed. And if you know that you're prone to issues with halitosis or any sort of throat issues, it's important to brush your teeth throughout the day or at least once midday to kind of freshen up. So, with the Kiss Safe, it has some pretty good ingredients. One of the key ingredients is glycerin. Water is the second, so that's always a good indication. Xylitol, which we all know is a sweetener. Um, Hydrogenated castor oil. I'm not quite sure what the application of that is. I'll definitely read up a little bit more and try to figure out why that's in there. But castor oil is an age old remedy for a lot of ailments and conditions. So it makes sense. Peppermint leaf oil, stevia leaf, another sweetener, and then red algae extract, which is also known as carrageenan. So things that we're familiar with, especially in the natural world. So that's refreshing, no pun intended, to hear. I did try it. I just ate lunch, so it's a good time to try it again. But it tastes like spearmint gum. So it has a nice flavor to it. It doesn't taste like there's any sort of artificial flavors in there. Nothing that would make you not want to taste it. It's a pretty good product. So I definitely look forward to covering it on the site. It is once again called Kiss Safe. And it reminds me of back in the day when we were in high school, junior high school, when Banaka was popping. I'm aging myself, but I don't care. When Banaka was a popular item, you see the commercials where everybody's spraying themselves. And that needs to make a huge resurgence. Everybody needs to be concerned about their hygiene, their oral hygiene primarily, when they're engaging with people that they're trying to date. So I think this is an excellent idea. I can't wait to see it more in the mainstream and see things like Kiss Safe on the supermarket shelves so that people are trying to get their breath in order because I do a lot of events. I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis, and having fresh breath is so important because it's hard to lean in and engage with someone if their breath is not on point. So that's the point of this scope today. Very quick. Don't let your breath push the one away. Make sure that your breath is always on point. Have things with you, gum, mints, sprays, so that you can keep your breath fresh at any minute. You don't know who you're going to run into on the street, the supermarket, when you're driving. You never know who you're going to be interacting with. So it's really important to make sure that your breath smells good, because that may be the last thing that person thinks of when they recall you in their memory. So breath, breath, breath all day, every day. I'm doing a lot of speed dating events and singles mixers to, educate people on sex health and sex education. And oral hygiene is very important. Not only is it important for your social life, but for your sex life as well, because bacteria can be transferred onto other partners. So you want to be safe when you're practicing uh, sex acts, of course, and practice safe breath. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully the audio is better on this one. I will upload this to YouTube and Twitter today as well. So if there's any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me, Kimmy at v4vag.com. And thank you guys for watching.